Yeah, compliments to Lowen Donation and his team here with number 1, Eternal Words. She didn't get to the front because there were other horses that showed a bit more speed than she usually does. But Jason Gates just bided his time and timed it nicely. Love Theme on the outside, Eternal Words, middle of the track, and she's got it to win a very, very good race here, Jason Gates, on number 4, Eternal Words. Beating horse number 5, Love Theme. Back in their third position was number 9, Royal Katrina. That will help the dividend if you caught this trifecta and quartet dividend. And then horse number 3, Keep It Real as well, returning to some of her better form. She's been disappointing of late, and she had the blinkers on for the first time with Jago Jacobs up 4, 5, 9, and 3. The order of finish here, race number 6.
Number 4, Eternal Words, has come on, bred by Mr. and Mrs. Rob Pickering from the Middlefield Stud. Owner, the Step Aside Syndicate. Nominee, Mr. J.A. Carr. A good ride from Jason Gates off a good pace. Quick and nicely at the right time. Well done to Lowen Donation, bringing home the horse that undoubtedly looked the best in the ring, the best going to the post, and he's come back the best. Well done to all concerned. Number 4, Eternal Words, has won race number 6 very convincingly.
Our Eternal Words has notched up her third career win. And last night when I was studying the card, I actually went back to 2018 when jockey Anthony Delpes won on her. And while she's taking a bit of time, Lowen, I remember that race clearly. He told me that she's not going to retire a one-time winner. And you've got her to be in a really good space, this time of the year.
Absolutely, Deez. Yeah, she's in good form. I've got her right. She had a couple of niggles along the way since her maiden win. But also she's had a lot of bad luck, Things never went her way in a race, a couple of bad rides. And sometimes these horses, especially fillies, can be a bit seasonal, Thank God my horses have turned the corner a bit earlier this year, after the winter. And she's in a good space. She's holding her form consistently. Jason's building up a nice relationship with her. So, yeah, I'm very happy. And going back to, obviously I'll never forget that win when she won her maiden, because it's obviously one of Anthony's, the last ride he would ever for me, and I gave him a lot of confidence that day. And
yes.
It was, well, that was a maiden. It was quite special, obviously.
Yeah. Coming back to the way she races, she's quite straightforward, isn't she?
She is, She's, like in the last few starts, we've taken the blinkers off. She's learned how to race and travel now. She's pretty easy. You just put her where you want her to be, and then she thankfully now switches off, and she pulls you through, So, yeah, at home she loves her work. She's pretty easy filly, straightforward. Just very well done to all these guys, the Step Aside Syndicate. It's a big team of guys. There's like 10 guys involved, as you know. I've spoken before. Andrew Carr, Brett Van Loorn, Jeremy Carr, a whole lot of guys. Most of the guys are actually in Joburg. They're all good friends and business associates that very thankfully Jeremy has introduced me to, and he's introduced them to the game. And they're going nicely at the moment. They're also involved in that filly Through the Trees, the one the other week. Got a few other unraced ones. It's a great bunch of guys. Absolute pleasure to train for them. We just have a lot of fun.
We've often chatted, and seems to be a numbers game these days, but what you're lacking in numbers, you're certainly trying to deliver with the horses that you got, Lowen.
Yeah, sure, Dees. We don't have a big string. I think I've got 29 at the moment, quite a few unraced ones. Yeah, I know I'm a funny guy. I like to work alone, to be honest.
Yes.
So I like to be on top of things. I'm very hands-on. So I've got no dreams of having 200 horses.
Sure.
I'm happy with 30, 35 horses.
And the new season, how's it looking for you?
Good. So we've had 2 winners already. So
Sure.
So I'm happy. Yeah, I've got some nice unraced horses, like I say, and I've got some great owners who stick with me through thick and thin. So yeah, Lou, I'm very positive.
Well, you've done a wonderful job with this horse, so kudos to yourself and your team.
Thanks so much. And yeah, well done to young Jason. He's a young guy I've always thought has got a lot of ability riding. It's just to keep him
In check.
In check. That's it.
So well done, Lowen.
Thank you.
Lovely. Keep him in check. Nice ride here, because the kid on the outside, what's his name, Mr. Gomede?
Tabiso.
Tabiso. He rode a clever race on his horse.
Yes, I had a choice to let him go, or obviously the clever tactic in race ride is not to let him go and keep him a little bit wide to get the extra bit out of your horse. But you know what, so we're also learning, and I'm happy that the Academy ran first and second, firstly. Thank you to Mr. Donation for keeping me on this filly, and thank you to Step Aside Syndicate. Thanks to the Academy and everyone.
Well, she's usually in front. If she's not there, she's racing up Andy, but some of the horses were a bit quicker than you were today, so you just left her where she was feeling comfortable.
Yes, so my first concern about the race was that it might be a bit short, but she came out. I could have gone, sir, if I have to be honest. I could have gone, but I was, yes, exactly. I left her where she was comfortable, and it planned out perfectly for her.
Down the straight, when did you think, that horse on my outside, I need to time it? When did you think I can get there?
No, so I was confident the whole way. So Mr. Donation told me that just ride a confident race and just sit and wait, and that's exactly what I did. So at the 400, 350, I said, okay, come now, let's go. And she kicked and got away from them.
You had a really good end to last season, and you must be, chuffed about the way things worked out for you with the winners that you had. Any immediate plans for the new season?
I would like to start traveling a little bit more, sir. I'm going to try and chase for the championship, apprentice championship this year. I ran second in KZN this year, that passed, the season that passed. But yeah, hopefully things plan out nicely.
Well, I wish you all the best with that. It's a long-term goal, so it's an entire season. So hopefully things work out the way you wanted to, because you've had a wonderful end to last season, and this season looks bright for you as well with the chances you're getting. So I wish you all the best with that.
Thank you so much.
Well done. To Jason Gates with horse number 4, Eternal Words, for Lowen Donation. 4, 5, 9 and 3, the order of finish, race 6.